Hi, thanks for being here today. Welcome to Medicine Crow Tarot. This will be a general love and relationship reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Jupiter. Since it's a general reading, the energies may not apply to everyone, but if this reading resonates with you, I invite you to like and or subscribe. If it doesn't, please don't try to make it fit. Just take what feels right and forget the rest. The energies of this reading may apply to either you or the other person. Also, please keep in mind these are general energies and are not meant to replace your own personal intuitive knowing when it comes to your own life. Okay? Cool. Let's get started with the reading. Okay, today I'll be doing a reading for fire signs. This is going to be a love energy reading for singles. So definitely shuffled the cards already. I have prepared and meditated for the reading. And let me give it a bit of a shuffle again. And here we go. Okay. Well, right off the bat, we're getting the overall energy for this reading is the Four of Pentacles. Now, the Four is a grounded energy. We have the Pentacles, which is definitely Earth energy. So immediately we have something very stable sitting here. And if you are single, that's probably not what you want to see. Looks like a situation which maybe it doesn't involve a lot of movement right now, but also it could be voluntary. It could be that you're settling in for, this isn't quite like meditation and that type of thing, but this is definitely valuing yourself at the moment, valuing where you're at. So it's possible that you're not actually really looking for it. Like, you might want it consciously, but it's almost like your higher self is saying, let's not jump into anything right off the bat. Let's make sure that we're taking care of ourselves in this moment. So it's not something that is actually it's not bad, even though this card does often be associated with like stingy energy or withholding. You might have a bit of that type of energy, but it's, again, this seems like it's something that's for your own good. It's not that you're being bad or selfish in any way that's negative. So I'm going to take that as a good sign. I'm going to say, yeah, definitely. Okay, this is the next card. This is communication energy. So because you're in a place right now that maybe isn't showing a lot of movement, it's possible that you're not really, you're not feeling your best. So yeah, it is self-work, but it's coming from maybe a place of being less than at your full potential in terms of your own self happiness and what you have to offer in a relationship, or even what you maybe would expect to attract. So it seems like in this case, with the Five of Pentacles, again, it's like earth energy. It's grounded. It's I like to think of pentacles, since there's two here, as this is like kind of like energies that we're connecting to in the physical realm. And since this is a communication position for this card, it feels like maybe there isn't any communication happening. You don't really have someone that you're flirting with right now. You may be a little bit pessimistic in terms of who you're surrounded with. It's almost voluntary, I would say. Again, these two energies are connected here, so this is, you're doing some self-work, but also maybe you don't feel a whole lot of encouragement by the prospects that you're surrounded with right now. So There's nothing wrong with improving ourselves. I feel like the energy we resonate outward is the resonance that people will be attracted to, and so anyone around us who feels that same vibration is going to know whether or not they're interested. And if you're currently surrounded with people who are interested in you right now, but you know that you're not maybe your best self, then I think you probably intuitively know that none of the people who are showing interest in you right now are actually people that you could see yourself with long term, or even like you don't want to waste time being with someone who you feel like isn't where you want to be. It's not where you feel healthy right now, and you don't want to attract those kind of people into your life. So again, this isn't a negative situation. I feel like this is a situation where, there's no communication that you feel good about. You don't really have any prospects right now that you're jumping for joy about. Or if you do, it's possible that maybe your higher self is taking steps to keep you from communicating to your full potential. Maybe you're holding back somehow in what you're saying. Or it's possible that you're introducing a little bit more drama, feeling left out in the cold. It's possible that you are maybe trying externally to manifest a little bit, but it's coming out wrong. So those are both possibilities that are associated with these cards right now. So let's look and see what is the strength right now of your dating position. What's the strength? Okay, right here. King of Wands. So this is you feeling like you're ready for a real relationship. Yeah, King of Wands tends to be flighty, and he tends to be like maybe a little bit more on the rowdy side of being a balanced person, but it's still king energy. This man has a firm grasp on what he feels passionate about, and what he feels like he wants to invest his energies in. And so your strength right now in this holding position that you found yourself in, now these are minor arcana, keep that in mind. So yes, you are doing some self-work, but it's probable that this isn't going to be a long time coming. It's probable that you're just going to be able to find yourself moving to the next level, that you're ready to get into maybe a dating relationship or make a new connection to someone important. Because you have a good idea of what you want to get in terms of the higher self, in terms of your higher, imaginings. And so I feel like that's the strength. The strength is you're coming from a place of, mature energy. It's a knowing energy of what drives you. What is it that you look for in a relationship? Now, how about the weakness? What is the weakness of your position right now? Am I seeing anything else, by the way? Now I feel like you have more control maybe right now than maybe you feel like you have. Like maybe you feel like the universe is the one driving this, but this is actually something that you've got going on. You're trying to make good decisions for yourself right here. What have we got here? The weakness. Ten of Swords. Okay, so that is a whole lot of roughness. With this energy being overall a constructive period for you, in this case, the Ten of Swords feels like you are coming from a place of hard-learned lessons. I feel like you've had some difficulty in the past. Maybe you aren't the one who broke up with someone, or maybe you did, but it was because of something really difficult and painful for you. And so you're definitely unwilling to go into that experience again. And so it's possible that some of this withholding energy, it's not really exactly something that you're saying, oh yeah, I'm filled with all of this king energy, and so let's focus on bringing that in. Maybe it's a little bit more of this saying, hey, I don't want to go through that again, so maybe I should just chill, take it easy. I'm not going to go, trying to meet people. I mean, I might be trying to meet people, but I'm definitely not trying to connect in a long-lasting romantic way with someone right now. So there's a bit of this being reflected right here, maybe a little bit of remembering that pain from the last relationship, or maybe even the last pattern of relationships that you've been in. And my guess is actually that this followed you out of the relationship. So it feels like you have this knowledge, but as I look here, he's really got red knuckles, and the look on his face is not super like confident as a king normally would be. And I feel like that's the energy of what's happening here, is we have a little bit more of this energy pushing itself into how you think about relationships and how you think about your own ability to connect with someone who's going to be valuable and meaningful for your life. So maybe let's try to keep in mind that all of these energies go towards really reflecting that you are still manifesting king energy. It's just that it is combined with a bad memory, but your king energy is there. You know that you want something good. You know you're ready for something better than what you've experienced in the past. And the Four of Pentacles is about holding on to something you value. And I think you really value this part of yourself. And maybe a little bit you don't feel like you deserve what you've received in the past. Just keep in mind that our energies do reflect and resonate with those around us. And so it is important that maybe moving on from these energies is something that you'll want to keep in mind. And that way you can actually get finished with this particular energy. And that is a 10, so it does represent the end of the cycle. The ace is the next. So it looks like you are at the end of that, and I definitely encourage you to continue with that self-reflection and trying to really resonate at that higher energy that you want to attract. So, okay, looks like this card wants to come out. The Hermit. So this is the reality of the situation right now. You really are. It's right underneath that Four of Pentacles. It's the energy that you are trying to emulate. And what that means is that you take yourself seriously. You take this moment seriously. So this was significant enough that it has placed you in this seeking. And he's looking to the higher light, the essence of the universe. And I just want to say that, as fire signs, here we have wand energy. Here we have, the firelight in there itself. And actually, I don't remember if this is going to be fire sign or earth sign. I feel like it was originally going to be earth signs. So it doesn't matter. If you resonate with this reading up till now, then this is meant to be you. And to be honest, we have earth signs, fire sign. We have so many elements in our charts that it depends on where your planets are and where your progressed signs are and all sorts of things like that. So don't get too hung up on whether or not this reading initially was going to be for you or not. If it's resonating at this point, it's because that's how your energy is resonating according to whatever your astrology is doing and your experiences thus far. So, but I do want to put emphasis right here that the Hermit is looking to that higher light for guidance. He's got his instinct over here, loyalty to his higher self, but he's taking that moment to separate himself out and say, hey, before I go jump back in a fire, before I go burn myself again in another relationship, let's take a minute to remember the past, but to seek that higher light. So that's the reality where you're at right now, and I think that's wonderful. Now, what's the... Whoa, that was a lot. So let's not count that many. Often I will, if I'm doing an in-depth reading, I will take all of those because they all inform the energy of the situation. When it's that type of a fall, it's just that this reading isn't meant to be that long, and as a general reading, it's harder to have an in-depth perspective for general readings for an entire element. Okay, this is the one we're getting. Okay, the connection energy is the Five of Wands, so that's internal conflict, and again, it is what I'm seeing here. You've got the two fives coming together, supporting each other. This reading is definitely moving in that direction where you're in your head a little bit, but it's not just thoughts, it's emotions, it's desire, it's things that you want for yourself. You want to move on to a higher energy, but your problem is right now that you're struggling with accepting that that's something either that you deserve or that you're able to manifest. Any of these kind of confrontational things that you're encountering with yourself, that's actually one of the problems right now that you're having in making a connection to your higher self and to that next level relationship that you're looking for. So again, I'm just going to say, try to keep in mind that the energy you have is the energy that you resonate. So you do want to take the time to go within, meditate, pray in whatever way helps you connect to your higher self, that helps you connect to the universal divine energy that is your higher self. Just look for that type of movement going forward so that you can get to that next level and resonate with someone who you want, someone who that King of Wands energy is really seeking. Okay, so the advice for the future, connection here in order to manifest that is, this is the Six of Wands. This is it's a minor arcana. A lot of people call it the victory card. But also this is kind of, let me think. This is kind of like taking the time to remember the victories that you do have in life. This is the universe saying, hey, don't focus on the tens, the betrayals, the pain, the difficulty. Don't focus on the negative. You are a king right here, and you have the ability to manifest this type of energy, the victory energy. This is the energy that you need to surround yourself with, and there's no better way to resonate with successful energy than by simply remembering your own successes, remembering the good things you have in life, the blessings, your health, your mobility, the home, your family, whatever it is. And everybody has different things. Obviously, we can't all have the same successes, but these are just examples. It could be that you have a good job, or it could be that you have good friends right now. It could be that you feel the universe supporting you in withholding. It could be that you feel the universe is saying, hey, don't jump, let's look before you leap. Make sure you're on good footing. So this isn't all bad that you're remembering these things. It's the universe's way of saying, hey, pause, let's slow down, but the advice is remember the good. Like, you're not going to jump because of this, but you want to resonate with this. You want to resonate with that victory energy, the kind of energy that makes you feel better about yourself, remembering the good things that have brought you to this place in life, and not just the bad parts of where you're at in life, but the good things that you've learned, the strengths that you have in your own character, the talents that you have, some of the things that that you're able to share with other people. Those types of energies that are small victories, but they all add up to making us who we are, that we're unique, that we have something to offer to the world. It's not all about what can we receive from the world, but often it's about what can we give back to the world. And this type of energy is very much a victory, positive, successful energy. So I'm just going to say, try to focus on these types of things and let that continue to inform this King of Wands energy that you're able to manifest here. Okay, and if you do these things, this is the next energy for you. We've got 10 of Wands energy, and I just want to say that this is an interesting energy. The interesting energy about this, and I did turn this over because I do feel like this is important in terms of an overall position of this reading. This to me, in this reading, is talking about being able to bear your burden. Okay, it is still wand energy. It is feeling like you have maybe taken on a lot, but I don't read reversals, okay? And so what we have here is we have you, the querent, moving into the future. Okay, you're able to take the burdens of this situation, and with this energy here, and this is, keep in mind, this is a monthly reading, so it's not saying that here in the month of August you're actually going to meet somebody, but what I am seeing here is that you're going to be able to move to an energy of healing your inner child, of addressing some of the issues that may have contributed to this whole scenario of unsuccessful relationship energy. There's some healing that you need to do in the past, something that has to do with going within yourself, looking at the inner child that was injured, but remembering the victories that are taking this child and giving you the strength to bear those burdens into the future. And it's true that this can be definitely a negative type of place if you're staying there. But this is, to me, this is clearly marching into the future. You've got 2 10s here. It's saying this is the end of a cycle. So I'm guessing that August is truly an opportunity to end whatever cycle you've been in and go forward into September, probably taking this healing energy and focusing more on the 6 of Wands. So here I'm just going to say you're coming from a difficult place in the past, but you're treating it with responsibility. The universe wants you to focus on the positive, focus on the good things that have created you to be a unique contributor to this world, whether it's because you are aware, you're a good decision maker for many things, you might be a good example to your friends, whatever it is, it's given you this incredible strength. This guy looks like the Hulk. Like, I wish that, I was that muscular and strong looking and able to carry this burden up to the next level. So let's get an advice card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck, just to see where universe has something specific, maybe if there's anything more than what we've already gone over. This is a really straightforward reading, but maybe the universe has a certain message that they want to share with you. So, Angel, Gods, and Goddesses. Notify God. Outgoing message. Okay, so Angel of Prayer. Okay, and just so you know, in my meditation earlier, I pulled an advice card for myself, and this is the card that came up. And this is just remembering this is a partnership. You are working with your higher self. In this world today, we tend to remember with our mind. We often forget to remember with our instinct, to think about life as more than just a set of thoughts and experiences that make us, but it's actually the things that we take from those experiences. It's the things that we take from the thoughts and from the events and the activities, and all of these things come together to build this person that we are. And that person that we are is connected to the divine. It's connected to all of life. Every other person on this earth and all the sentient forms of life, we all partner to try to resonate at a higher energy, and we're all at different stages in that process. So this advice card, the Angel of Prayer, let me hold it up a little higher maybe so you could see better. Ask the universe and the angels for help and guidance. And it doesn't matter if you believe in that type of reference. What it's saying is that we are a partnership with multiple energies, and that we have to remember those things. Take the time to connect to that higher self. Take the time to connect to the divine. And if you do those things, then it will help you to keep yourself in this higher resonant energy through August and into September, so that you can start working at getting up to the next level. Okay guys, so that looks like the reading for today. I don't feel like there's anything else to say. I feel like the messages have been super straightforward and clear. Just remember, this is a partnership. If you pray to God, pray more this month. Be more mindful of your energy. If you don't pray to God, try to connect to your higher self, because that higher self is the intuition, it's the instinct, it's the knowing that will guide you to this energy here as you go forward to that better relationship in the future, that better way of connecting with another person, because you're connecting better with your own higher self and you're resonating at that higher energy. Okay, so this has been Medicine Crow Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today, and I hope this has been of help for you. Please like and subscribe the video, make a comment if it has helped you in any way, or if you come back to it later in the month. I'd love to hear how it has helped you out. Thank you very much.